Have you ever wondered the difference between you and your desired greatness? Are you torn in the confusion of realizing who you are and what you're capable of actualizing? What if one decision today can reveal the leader within you and change the narrative? Welcome to Empowerment Hub with Chidebere Clifford Eze, where potentials are unlocked and leaders built. While training minds and challenging excuses, ordinary people are transformed into confident, purpose-driven leaders. Every episode is a call to action, to growth, to stretch, and to rise. You are equipped to quit doubting and delaying, and to start discovering and becoming. Step in, level up, lead boldly, and transform your world. Be empowered.
Hey, welcome. I hope you've been getting value in all the episode. Sit tight, this is another episode to get value, to learn, to unlearn, and to relearn. Are you aware that your days are not neutral? That every single day is either building you or eroding you? You are either living your day by design or by accident. So you are either living your day by design, based on design, or you're living it based on circumstances by accident. And each of them has a consequence, or rather has a plethora of consequences. What determines the direction your life is going is not just your intentions or your dreams. What determines the direction your life is going is not just how good your intentions are or how lofty your dreams are. They are not even your goals, but your routine. So show me your daily routine and I will show you your future. So John C. Maxwell that said that if he comes to your house and stays 24 hours with you, he can predict your future. So what that means is, by the virtue of what you do daily, your future can be predicted on the grounds of, and by the virtue of what you do daily. So you do not rise to your goals, rather you fall to your routine. You do not rise to your goals, you fall to the level of your routine. Lofty and great goals are beautiful. However, if there is no routine built to achieve them, they can never be achieved. So as beautiful as your goals are, your dreams, your visions, your targets, if there is no routine built around it to achieve them, they will end up being just goals, just being dreams. They can never be achieved. Intention without the daily structure to support it is just a very organized form of wishful thinking. Again, intention without the daily structure to support it, when you have beautiful intentions, amazing intentions, but there is no daily structure to support it, it is just a very organized form of wishful thinking. So what is a routine? A routine. So a routine is a set of intentional daily practices. And these practices are anchored at specific times or in a specific sequence that ensure that your most important investment gets made regardless of how you feel on any given day. I would go through that again. That a routine is a set of intentional daily practices. So a routine is something you do daily, just like I said in our last episode, is something you do daily. And these intentional daily practices, they are anchored at specific times. So they are structured in a way that there are specific times to carry them out in a specific sequence. And the goal is to ensure that your most important investment gets made regardless of how you feel on any given day. A routine does not ask you how you feel. Rather, it asks you what are you committed to. It was Aristotle that said that we are what we do daily, or we are what we repeatedly do. So excellence then is not an act, but a habit. You are what you do repeatedly. Excellence is not just an act, it's not an act, but a habit. In our last episode, we are discussing on how to build a routine, and I said that the very first way to build a routine is to list out or identify the areas you want to build a routine, and we listed out various areas that you should inculcate in your routine in the last episode. Permit me to summarize it, give a kind of summary in this episode on the areas to build a routine, while we look at the other ways to build a routine. The very first, your spiritual life, your spirit must be fed daily. Your spiritual life must be fed daily. So under here you have praying, reading the Bible, fasting, meditating on the word of God, and every other spirituals. Secondly, your mind must be developed daily. You must develop your mind daily. Here we have reading, journaling, watching inspiring and faith-based videos and audios, whatever that will feed your mind, right? So your body must be rewarded daily. This is where exercise comes in, sleeping, hydrating, and all. Your purpose must be touched daily. The very thing for which you are created, your purpose or your career in this essence. So you must write daily. You must write something daily. You must build something daily. You must serve someone daily, and your relationship must be invested in regularly. So here, checking in on someone comes in, expressing gratitude. All these are from different areas where you should build routine around, where you should create structures to make sure that you carry out something in this area daily. Then we'll go to other ways to build a routine, or systems to build a routine. After identify the areas you want to build your routine, the second way is to go ahead, to plan ahead, right? You can do this by perhaps a to-do list. So for instance, you want to inculcate the habit of reading. It's not just enough to say, oh, you will read. The one of the most effective way to inculcate it into a daily routine is a day before, while you are preparing your to-do list, add it there. So plan ahead, whatever it is, whether it is to read daily, to watch videos. What you don't plan for, most likely you will not do it. What you do not create that time for in planning, you will most likely not do it. The next one is to anchor the habits or practices to specific times and specific sequence or place. If it's saying that, oh, I'll be reading every day, is a vague goal. In one of our episodes, we'll talk about goal setting and SMART goal, how you have to be specific. But to build a routine, for the sake of this episode, anchor the routine, the habits or the practice to specific times. So do it this way. Say I will read every day by 8 a.m. or between 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. or between 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. between 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. So this is now anchoring those habits or practices to specific time. So there should be specific time. In goal setting, we have something we call SMART goals. The S stands for specific. It must be specific or specific sequence. Perhaps it may not be easy or possible or feasible to put it to a time. So you can now say, okay, just before taking my bath or after taking my bath, I will now read, or while taking my bath, I would listen to an inspiring or faith-based video. So this is how to anchor those habits to specific sequence or a place. For instance, for me, I have a chair and a table where I read. So daily, each time I get to that chair, I know, oh, it's time for reading. So you can anchor the habits to either a place, to a time, or a sequence. What point is to review daily. You have to review daily. Routine is all about doing that every day. So at the end of the day, you check out, oh, did I do this today? Did I read as I was supposed to? Did I listen to this video? Did I do that? Did you carry out the said habit or practice? What you don't review, you will not grow. What you don't review, you will not advance. Without reviewing, you would not know when you start slacking back. So you can do this by going back to your to-do list and tick things that you were able to do that day. Then the last point would be repetition. There is no routine if there is no repetition. Routine is something we do daily. It is daily practices. So ensure that there is a system of repetition, and repetition is beautiful when it is on a sequence. That sequence of time, specific time, or sequence of specific, just any sequence around it. I trust you got value. Cheers to growth and transformation.